Hello there, YouTubers. Hope you're well. This is Sylheti Money here with another video. This time is regarding Spac. So Spac special. It's basically I had a couple of phone calls related to Spac. What are they? Which ones are good? Which ones are bad? So I decided to make a video, and hopefully that would answer the most important questions. So instead of answering individual phone calls and messages, this is just to help the majority of the people that are contacting me. So yeah, let's start off with the first one. It's not in any particular order, so I'm going to talk about 6 which I believe, well, the ones that I like basically, and I think they're going to do really well going forward. So first one is inter private acquisition. So this one is basically a LiDAR company. So those of you don't know what is LiDAR, it's basically light detection and ranging. In simple English, it's just a fancy way of saying measuring distance using light or laser. So Interprivate is going to merge with Ava. Ava it's a LiDAR company, but the engineers behind that are Apple engineers. So 2 Apple employee started Ava. Again, it's private company, small. They're going to be taken public via IPV. That's the ticker symbol. And if you read the news, Apple is gonna move into making cars basically. So soon, in the next 2-3 years, we're gonna have Apple cars. So if you see the connection here, I think it's a good shot. Apple employees with LiDAR, I think it's a no-brainer, especially if you're gonna have autonomous driving. You're gonna need LiDAR. Without LiDAR, I mean, you're gonna need it. Simple as, you're gonna need LiDAR. So Apple employee, I believe the connection is there, you just have to see it. So I believe that's going to do really well. So the ticker symbol for that is IPV. They trade in NYSE, New York, and as you can see, they started off around $10. All the Spacs starts off around 10, and right now is at just under 16. So it hasn't gone up that much, just about 60%, but it's got a long way to go. Now imagine if Apple car does well. I mean, if every car has a LiDAR, just imagine the market. Okay, so next one, it's by Goldman Sachs. It's a Spac. There we go. Yeah, they haven't announced any mergers yet, so that's why the share price is fairly low. It still hasn't moved that much, so from just under 10 to just under 13, so roughly 30% move. They haven't made any acquisitions yet, but the name gives it away. Goldman Sachs, I mean, they're very famous worldwide powerhouse or financial powerhouse, and they have a Spac. So the ticker symbol is GSAH. Now, who they're going to merge with is still unknown, but given the reputation, they're going to do something very good. So from the management, it's a track record is there for them to, I mean, everyone knows who they are. Goldman Sachs, worldwide, very famous. So it's like a brand in financial powerhouse. So yeah, so let's look at the next one. It's very similar to Goldman Sachs. is counter or CF Financial Acquisition. It's by Counter Fitzgerald. Again, it's a financial company. They, well, how much did they? Yeah, £9, $9.60. So again, they haven't moved because they haven't announced any acquisition yet. But again, if you know who Cantor Fitzgerald is, very similar to Goldman Sachs, very well known, very reputable. So again, they haven't announced the acquisition yet, but once they do, which I believe is going to be something very good. So yeah, so this is another good one to look at or keep an eye on. The next one, it's very British. Well, this one, everyone knows this one is Virgin Group. So most people are familiar with Virgin Atlantic, the airline, and the person behind that is Richard Branson, again very popular person from England. And there's a rumor going around that they might merge with Virgin Orbit, which is like a space tourism company. Again, basically flight to this space. Those of you that's interested, this is another one to look at. And from Cathy Wood, if you know, is from ARK Invest. She has an ETF. It's called ARK X, which is space related. So I can imagine in the future Cathy Wood investing in Virgin Orbit. Again, if that happens, these things are gonna skyrocket, because anything that Cathy Wood touches, usually the share price goes up many 100%. So this one's a very good one to look at. The ticker symbol is VGAC. Okay, then look at this one. That is Pershing Square Taunting Holding. Is by Bill Ackman. Most people know him. Is one of the best fund managers in US, and he's the CEO of Pershing Square Capital Management. That's his company's name. And this is a Spac, Pershing Square Taunting Holding, PSTH. Is the largest Spac. It's worth, as you can see, just under over $5.5 billion. So this is very big, and my guess is they're gonna merge with something or someone very large. So keep an eye on that one. No merger has been announced. Again, they have roughly 2 years to make an acquisition, so they still got a long way to go. They started around $22, $23, I believe. Now it's just under 30. Again, not much movement, but keep an eye on that one. Bill Ackman, everyone knows who he is. Most likely he's going to do something great or merge with another great company. So again, good track record from Bill Ackman. Okay, the last one. Everybody knows this one. This is the second largest Spac. They are just over 6.5 billion, or just under 6.5 billion. Okay, it's still smaller than Pershing Square Capital Management, but because of the run up, that's why the M cap is a little bit higher. But it's actually number 2, second largest Spac. Churchill Capital, run by Michael Klein, one of the Citigroup's deal maker. Again, this one is a very interesting one, and it's actually one of my favorite, actually the favorite. It's because there's a rumor that they might merge with Lucid Motors. Again, I've made a video around this, so have a look. Lucid Motor is considered to be a Tesla or Neo American version competitor. So basically, Tesla competitor, US version, and Neo is the Chinese version. Anyway, have a look at that video. Why I like this so much is because of this. Obviously Lucid and Churchill has a Saudi connection. If you have a look at the videos, you'll understand why. I don't want to get into this. So this one is an article from DW. Right, so Saudi Arabia to build a zero emission city. Now that city is going to have several million people living in it. It's by the Red Sea. And the project is going to be just over $500 billion. So that is massive from Saudi. And Lucid Motors planning to have a factory just by this city where this is getting built, Jeddah, by the Red Sea. So you can see the connection there. This is why I like Cciv, because they're backed by PIF, Public Investment Fund, Saudi's sovereign wealth fund. Again, all these things are connected. Have a look at the other videos to understand. And if this happens, then as you can see, Saudi has a massive foreign immigration, and their labor law is different to UK. Basically means the labor down there is very, very cheap, because they have a lot of South Asian people down there. Again, their policies are different than UK and US. But if Lucid builds that factory, you can imagine how profitable they're going to be, because the cost of labor is really, really cheap down there. So I'm very excited about Capital. I hope they merge with Lucid. If they don't, okay, you can expect the share price to go down 60-70% in a matter of minutes. But if you look at the video, you'll see the connection and why why I believe it's gonna happen. So if you look at the connection, you will see there's a strong possibility of Churchill merging with Lucid. Again, there might be a delay in the merger, but at some point they're gonna merge, because Lucid said we are gonna merge, and that's obvious. So I hope that answered a lot of the questions. And yeah, there's so many Spac out there. It's unbelievable. Right now there's over 231 Spac. I only covered 6. So there might be some other good ones. If there is, please comment below, let me know. But these are the 6 that I think, or the ones that I like. So again, anything I say in this channel is not a financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. And if this was helpful, then please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more great content. This channel is all about making money. Okay, thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.